An organization in Memphis is focused on tech and startup community and developing and succeeding in the Bluff City.
Yeah, Epicenter has supported more than 2,000 companies in this city. And joining us today to talk more about this is the CEO, Anthony Young. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, explain to us the mission of Epicenter.
Yeah, so Epicenter is a nonprofit organization that really exists to ensure that tech founders have the resources that they need to grow and scale and build right here in Memphis. We have approached entrepreneurship in a very broad manner before,
right.
But what we saw in terms of the lack of access to venture capital, that our highest and best use was to focus on innovative, high-growth, high-tech based businesses, and we're excited about that.
Okay.
All right, so in February, you launched a 2-year program called Innovate Accelerate to build a more diverse pipeline of entrepreneurs in the city. How's it working out?
Working out great, right? So Epicenter is a catalyst of inclusive innovation, and a part of that is restarting the pipeline, making sure that we're reaching out to all communities. And so Innovate Accelerate, which is funded by MassMutual, intentionally goes out into communities and provide resources like workshops, design thinking, even access to capital for typically underestimated founders.
And I understand that Epicenter also works to attract new companies to Memphis. And I'm curious, why in your mind is Memphis the ideal location for high-tech and high-science innovators?
I think a couple of reasons, right? So where we may not have access to a lot of venture capital, we do have access to a lot of potential customers, right? Okay. There are over 3,600 companies that are headquartered here in Memphis, and so there's a good opportunity for procurement and contract opportunities there. But beyond that, we think this is a regional play. If you look north, south, east, west, Memphis is the largest city for 3 hours.
Right.
And so when we talk about how do we lift up the local innovation economy, it's going to take a regional effort. And so, in fact, I'm going to Pine Bluff tomorrow for a conference down there to help attract talent back to the city.
Wonderful.
Very good. Last week, you announced something called the first Dell Tech Conference scheduled for October. What's the goal behind that?
Yeah. So the goal behind that is to bring investors, tech founders, as well as stakeholders all together from around the region to talk about what's happening here. And the idea is that when they leave the conference, they leave with some great business cards, they leave with some great ideas, and hopefully they leave with access to capital.
Wonderful. And there are other programs you have as well, like a Logistics Opportunity Challenge and the 0 to 510.
Yeah.
Tell us about those programs.
So Epicenter is this nexus of innovation industry, right?
Okay.
The two largest industries here in this area are logistics and medical device. We're a top 10 medical device hub. And so the innovations that you see coming from Epicenter typically gear toward one of those industries. And so we have classroom style programming like our capital readiness and customer readiness, which helps entrepreneurs get ready to go and get capital or get a customer.
Right.
But we also have the specialized programming like you mentioned, 0 to 510, which is a medical device accelerator. And our Logistics Opportunity Challenge brings in logistics experts. We work with them for a couple of days, identify their problems, and then we take those problems and hand them off to tech startups. And after about 6 weeks, we got some great solutions.
Remarkable. So Dell Tech is short for Delta, right?
Delta,
Tech.
right.
So the Chamber of Commerce has taken to calling this the digital Delta with the arrival of XAI, et cetera, and all the companies that have come here as a result of XAI's presidents. And so Dell is your short for Delta and Tech conference. And so this is going to be a gathering of lots of folks to put their minds together and brainstorm about how to make a profit in whatever it is they're doing, right?
Absolutely, right? So I think along with the Chamber and many others, we feel like Memphis is the capital of the Delta region. And so this conference is really aimed at showing off what we do here, right? We think that there's a gap in access to capital, and we want to show off and highlight all the innovation that's coming from this region so that we can bring some resources back. But we anticipate having a ton of people in town, from entrepreneurs to investors, really celebrating not only the culture of the region, but innovation here too.
All right. And if someone wants to attend, what should they do?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, epicentermemphis.org, and we've got a link right there to click on the Dell Tech Innovation Conference.
And if they can't make the conference, they can get in touch with you how?
You can email me at Anthony at epicentermemphis.org, or I say if you're just downtown, feel free to stop by.
Okay.
Very good. Epicenter Memphis doing some great work. So for more information about the Delta Tech Conference, you can go to actionnews5.com. We want to thank Anthony Young of Epicenter Memphis for joining us today. Thank
you for having me. Thank you.
Good to have you.
All right.